So hit the wrong button there. Sorry for the prompt ending. We was up to about 11 or 12 minutes anyway on that one. So in the last episode, we had her down to about this point. Let's see, we need to unhook this vacuum line. This is the main vacuum feed for all the accessories. And the PISV valve. Come on, baby.
Did you say a bad word?
No, I said PISV.
That sounds like a bad word.
Oh, well, I didn't mean it to sound like a bad word.
You did a really good job welding.
I didn't weld that baby. But if I did, if I had welded it, it would have looked that good. If I can step over it, I can weld it. Okay, so these are a lot of fun, this main connector.
Wait.
What? Okay. Now this is a bit of a specialty tool. This is a screwdriver with every sharp edge ground off the end and a nice round over on the end of it. So we're going to get up underneath of here and we're going to very, very gently work these stupid locks out of the way. And we're going to work up on that side.
Well, if we break them.
Well, then we'll have us a
fit.
A fit. Might even do some stomping.
Shoot it.
Oh, come on, baby. I know you want to come off. Woo! We got her.
Didn't break. That's wrong better than the last scratch.
Okay, so we got that loosed. Get this loosed. That loosed. Take our Kyle water off.
That antifreeze smelled like.
Man, it was not pleasant, was it? Okay.
Guinea pig toenails and.
Guinea pig toenails.
And rotten band-aids.
Rotten band-aids. Okay, there, Derek Barry. Beery or whatever his name is.
Beery. It's hard to say his last name.
Yeah, it is. So, after a protracted fight, I got the bracket loose from the back of the alternator. So now we're going to take the heater hoses loose. Maybe.
Probably not.
Yeah, they're going to come loose. I promise they're going to come loose. Oh, come on, you stupid hose.
It's just a hose. I'll squeeze this, you do that.
If you ever find yourself in a fair fight, it's because your tactics suck.
Huh.
Yeah. If you ever get in a fight,
Just make a chime.
you fight to win. I won. Okay, let's see if we can blow the water out of that.
Why are you drinking that?
I was not drinking it. I was pushing the water out of it so that when I unhooked the other hose, perhaps less than 7 gallons of water would fall on the floor.
Can I do the squeezy?
No, I don't think you got enough poop in your pants.
I do. Can I try?
Now, let me get her on there. Okay, squeeze it. Well, look at you. Okay, let off of it.
I won.
Okay, set that over on the workbench.
What?
I wanted to rip some meat off of my fingers.
It's fine to tear it.
Somehow it ain't got a taste for human flesh yet. So. Ah, there we go. It came from together. Stuff a rag in there to keep contamination out of it.
That sounds good.
That does. Hey, I can see that bolt hole now. Cool.
That's kind of impressive.
Makes it easier to work on when you can see the bolt holes. Well, we about got her stripped down to the top.
Yeah. Doing pretty good. Well, we're doing pretty good.
Oh yeah,
We're a team.
we're battling. Okie dokie, hokey pokey. Let's get the alternator bracket and the power steering pump bracket loosed and moved out of the way. Be our next move. Okay, so I fought the power steering pump and finally got it off. Now these are the mounting bolts for the power steering pump. You got 3 up here that run into the head. You've got one that's on about the 7 o'clock, 7:30 position of the pulley. It's right underneath the pulley where you can't see it. It's right here on the pulley. And it goes into the block. And then there's another nut on a stud right square below it that goes back into the block. And then there's another stud with a nut on it over here underneath of the number 1 exhaust cylinder. And that's how you get the power steering pump off. So we'll swing over here and look, I've got another power steering pump bracket laying in the floor. Okay, so, oh goodness.
What'd you do there?
I don't know. So here's your studs and your bolts that go into the head. And then there's the one that you can't see from the top that goes back into the block. That's a long bolt. Then you've got a stud with a nut on it there. And then you've got another stud with a nut right here. So that's that. All right then. Where'd my flashing light go? There it is. So we're getting ready to pull the distributor. Wow, we just knocked crap everywhere.
Great.
Here, let me have all that. We're about ready to pull the distriburondo out. So I have rolled her up to top dead center on compression on number 1. Okay. Now, this is a shake away. So we've got 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. Now, the distributor caps on these are really weird. So there's your distributor cap. And you'll notice that on this side is 315, 246 comes out the other side. But you'll notice that, whoop, let's turn that thing off. Your number 1 spark plug wire, you've got a trace in there that goes all the way back over to yonder.
Oh, great.
That just fell into oblivion. So that's the center right there. Goes around and comes out right there. That's its post. That was the screw out of both of the screws out of the top of the distributor cap. Probably going to need a new one of them. Never find them again. So anyway, let me get the camera moved. So with her at number 1, top of dead center on compression, rotor bug is pointing just behind the oil fill tube. Probably at about I would guess, yep, it's pointing just almost straight at the number 6 spark plug, which seems to be 180 degrees out, but it's not. I promise. This is the way that it's supposed to be. It's supposed to point at the number 6 plug at top dead center. So here's a little closer view of that distributor. There's actually a mark on there that your rotor bug points at. And I don't know who wrote this on there. Probably it looks like to me it says 6. Maybe they meant that it was supposed to point at the number 6 spark plug. I don't know. But these distributors have no adjustment. The distributor hold down is a fork that goes on 2 flats. Ain't no adjustment. You stick her in the hole, you stick her in there right, and you walk away and you let the Star Trek confuser set the timing for you. All right, so about the last thing we got left to do is the EGR. Yeah, EGR pipe. Now this looks like well, maybe not. I thought I seen some wrench marks on there. Now these either come apart easy or they don't. This one's this takes a 22 mic wrench, and you want to make sure you get a really good fully seated bite on there. Whew. Hey, looky there. It came from together without twisting in two. Yeah. I am somewhat amazed. Ain't out of the woods yet, but by doggies, she's a coming. What are you doing in the cab of the truck anyway? Oh, you're going to take a nap? You probably about to go to get in there and get in the shower. Maybe. Hey, looky there. And ain't even full of... not too bad. All right. So let's get that looks about like a 13 mic. Maybe. Huh? I am smiling. I'll hit you with a wrench. Ow! That wasn't nearly as funny as you think it was. One of Mama's earrings or something? Yeah, probably. Okay, that's up out of the road. All right, Elijah, we got our fuel lines unhooked and pushed back. EGR's unhooked. We got to unhook this front heater hose. Have you lost your pea-picking mind? I think we're about ready to unhook that heater hose and pop the manifold off. Well, we're going to end this one here. We're at 12 minutes and a half, so join us on our next installment. We'll see if the Lone Ranger catches the bad guy. But we'll pop the intake manifold and the rocker covers off and see what we can discover then. See you later.
Y'all drive safe, watch for deer.
Yep.
Give us a big fat thumbs up.